guys, Dr. D here. Wanted to give a little video lecture here talking about our project, our film score Foley project in 164 that we've been working on, and kind of give you guys some a little bit of a talk through on what's coming next. So just to give you a little context here, let me pop in and show you the syllabus and the schedule, so we're all on the same page of what is happening right now as we speak. So in 164, looking at our syllabus here and our schedule, we're in week 5, and we're going to be recording drums and bass right away. We have a studio day on Wednesday where we're going to record drums, set up and record drums. So, and bass. So what we're going to do is today in class you guys are going to kind of continue wrapping up and working on your Foley project. We're not going to really spend any time in class on it anymore because I want you guys to kind of work independently on this one. The due date is going to get pushed back. I'm going to push the project 1 due date back a little bit so you guys have some more time to kind of get this rolling, because essentially everybody worked together in the lab. We had 2 class periods, 2 lab periods where you guys were recording the Foley sounds and all that. At this point, what you're going to be doing is basically working independently to sync the video and sound together. So that includes the dialogue that you're going to have to record yourself, as well as taking all of those sounds that you recorded, the falling building stuff and the punches and kicks and all that kind of stuff, and syncing that up to the picture. Okay, so that's something you're going to be working on your own DAW, on your own computer. You can use the lab stuff, of course, as well. So this is going to look differently for different people, depending on the DAW that you use and issues that you might have with having video inside of the DAW, so that you can kind of line everything up. The process I think that is going to be helpful is to first of all figure out if the DAW that you're choosing to use allows you to drop that video file into it or import that video file into the DAW, and then you see the picture, and then you can start kind of importing all your audio stems and cutting and pasting and editing and making things line up with the video. So if that's going to be Logic works really well with video and audio. I would do that if you're a Logic person. If you're in Pro Tools has been not so cooperative with that. With the new versions of Pro Tools, the video encoder is all messed up, so I wouldn't recommend trying to use Pro Tools. Ableton works pretty decent. I haven't had any problems with Ableton working, so Logic, Ableton, or whatever other DAW you might have, as long as you can have the picture video screen open and then kind of line things up so that you're hitting kind of the syncing everything up with the action. So Ableton, Logic work pretty well with that. Or you can do this painstakingly inside of a video editing software. If you choose to do that. But anyway, that's kind of a personal thing. You guys are going to have to probably reach out to me, and I'll kind of help coach you and help you problem solve if you're having issues with that. But just kind of trying to get ahead of some of this stuff. Logic and Ableton work a lot better with video. You basically import the video file, and then you start importing your stems and doing all your editing and post-production work. Now, if you were working within a DAW, if you're working within Logic or Ableton or something else like that, what you're going to do is, once you get everything lined up perfectly and like all the action is happening along with the sounds and everything's happy and you like it, you want to kind of get the levels to a decent amount. So, maybe use some compression or some limiting to kind of get your stereo bounce to be pretty level and balanced. You don't want things jumping out at you and being too loud, too soft. You want to keep balancing all those sounds and effects in a nice way. Okay, once you kind of get that and you're happy with it, what you're going to want to do is bounce just the audio track. Okay, so you're going to bounce or render your audio track, not the video, just the audio. Then you're going to go into a MUS or a video production software like iMovie or Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere, whatever. If you've had any experience with any of those, use the one that you're comfortable with. iMovie is on the computers in the labs. That one's super straightforward, super easy to use. I can provide some video on how to use iMovie. But essentially, hopefully you had some experience with that in previous classes doing video projects. What you're going to do is you're going to take the audio and put that into the video editing software, and then put the video in there as well, and then line up things and then render the video out of the video editor. Rendering video and audio out of a DAW doesn't work so well. It's not designed to do that. A DAW is for audio, not for video. So though some of them can allow you to do that, it's always kind of an issue. It's never quite worked right. And plus, you have more options when it comes to the format and stuff when you're rendering out of a video editing software. So depending on what you're using, it's going to be kind of a case-by-case basis. I'm a resource. Reach out to me. We can have a Zoom meeting or whatever. I can kind of help problem solve some things on your own computer at home if you're doing it there. But it's going to look at a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. But hopefully at this point, since this is the second level class of music audio production, in Music Audio Production 1, hopefully you guys have done this before, so you already kind of have an idea of like how you did it last time with video and audio and syncing and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this is something I don't have to cover for everybody. Okay, cool. So that hopefully is going on. I'm probably going to make that due date a week or two later so that you guys have time to kind of get this done. But I want to pop into the next project this week. So Wednesday, drums and bass. We're going to set up the drum set. We're going to have a bass guitar. We're going to track drums and bass, okay, in class. So that's Wednesday. Monday, today, I want you guys to review these videos that I've provided in here. There's one on a recording session with the drum and bass in the studio. So it kind of walks through all the details of the stuff, the microphone setup, the routing, all that jazz. So it's going to be a long session. We'll probably go over time. I imagine we might just end up going a little bit closer to 9 p.m. So be prepared to kind of stick around later than class. We'll probably have to stay after class ends, but we'll make up for it by kind of taking one of the other class periods out so you guys have a day off or something. But anyway, we're going to want to have some time, and we're going to want to be on top of it. So watch the video on recording in the studio and learn the ins and outs so that when we come in there on Wednesday, we're ready to go. Come in early too. I mean, as soon as I get done with my class at like 6:15, I'm going to be in there starting to set stuff up. So we're going to want to be hustling to get going early. So try to get there as early as you can, and hopefully somebody in the class can play drums and bass. I'll play drums. I'll play bass. I'll bring a bass. If someone else plays something else, we're cool. We'll do that. But we want to track something. So that's the idea for Wednesday, and you have the videos to watch for today, and a short little quiz. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a good update. We'll see you on Wednesday. We're not meeting over WebEx today. This video is kind of taking place of that, so that I can work on some other stuff that needs to kind of happen. Maybe trying to find some musicians to come in and play drums and bass for us on Wednesday night. I'm still working on that, so I've got a lot of things going on. So anyway, yeah, reach out through email, through message on D2L if you want some one-on-one consulting with how to kind of get your video, audio syncing stuff going on with the programs that you're using. Reach out to me, and we can schedule a WebEx meeting, and I can help you guys individually on that. Okay, so really quick before we bounce out of here, let me show you the description and directions for your project on the Foley project here. All right, so project 1, sound design project 1. So I want you to kind of just make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's with this. Attention to detail is a big thing, but essentially you're going to have the dialogue and the Foley seamlessly connected to the picture. Okay, I want to write up. I want you to reflect on the process, kind of go through and describe how you made the sounds, how things were in the studio, some of the editing, takeaways, just share the process and share what worked and what didn't, and kind of like your takeaways from all that in the written portion of the paper. Also, you can include screenshots of kind of some of your DAW, so I can kind of see how things are arranged, and whatnot, maybe some of the plugins or whatever is relevant to your paper and kind of your process. Show me some screenshots of the DAW just so I can see how things worked in whatever DAW you were in. And put all that stuff inside of a folder. So in your write-up, I want a link to the YouTube video. So I want you to upload this to YouTube, your video. Once it's all finished, I want to be able to just pop into YouTube and view this rather than you sending me some video file. That's way too much space. So you're going to upload this video to YouTube, and then you're going to put the link inside your write-up so I can find it from there. And your write-up's going to be a PDF format with a nice blue link there that I can click, and your pictures should be kind of can be inside the document as well, or you can have your pictures kind of in addition. But anyway, all that stuff in a folder, if there's multiple files, properly labeled and turned into the Dropbox. Like I said, due date's going to be a little bit later, and the labeling scheme is going to be your first and last name, the course number, as well as the project number. So anyway, hopefully that gives you guys enough insight on this project to nail it, and I have tons of confidence in you guys. I know you're already all pretty good at this stuff, so hopefully you kind of know where to take it and then how to run with it, and I can't wait to see these projects. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Try to get there early. We're going to be recording bass and drums and probably having to stay late, so it's going to be a big day, hustling. We'll see you in the studio on Wednesday. All right, peace out.